Good morning, everyone, and welcome back again on the second day of the 7 days virtual faculty development program, FDP. So once again, on the behalf of the Physical Education Foundation of India, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you present here for the 7 days virtual faculty development program, FDP, in association with DPS International School, Saket, and GD Goenka Public School, Rajnagar Extension. लक्ष्य भी हैं, मंजर भी हैं दोस्तों, चुभता मुश्किलों का खंजर भी है, प्यास भी है, आस भी है, ख्वाबों का उलझा एहसास भी है, रहता भी है, सहता भी है, बनकर दरिया सा बहता भी है, पता भी है, खोता भी है, लिपट लिपट कर रोता भी है, थकता भी है, चलता भी है, कागज सा दुखों में गलता भी है, गिरता भी है, संभलता भी है, सपने फिर वो नए बुनता भी है। इसी कविता के साथ मैं आज के हमारे गेस्ट लेक्चर को बुलाने से पहले उनका इंट्रोडक्शन आपके सामने देना चाहता हूं। He is none other than, he is Dr. Avdesh Kumar Shirotriya. Avdesh Kumar Shirotriya has obtained his PhD in physical education from Devi Ahalya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, MP, and MPhil with sports psychology specialization from Lakshmibai National Institute of Physical Education, Gwalior. He started his teaching career as a lecturer in 2009. He has involved in teaching and research in the field of physical education and sports science for more than 10 years. Presently, he is functioning as a lecturer, School of Physical Education, Fiji National University, in addition to educating B.Ed in service and pre-service students. He is also contributing as a member in the various editorial boards and the reviewer in the national and international journal. He has produced more than 20 research articles, papers in journals, and international repute. He has also the author of the 4 national books. He also has a rich experience to organize the 7 national level conference with the district loads. He has received a commendation from the Office of the Additional Director General Prisons, Government of Uttar Pradesh, for his contribution in the establishment of the BIMTech Pustakalaya in different prisons of UP, India. So once again, I welcome Dr. Avdesh Kumar Shirotriya, sir, for the second day of the virtual faculty development program. Over to you, sir.
Can you hear me, Dr. Chetan?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now just I'm just sharing my screen.
Sure, sir.
Okay, I think now it's quite visible.
Yes, sir, let's go.
Okay, thank you very much. So, namaste and welcome all the participants and viewers from different length and breadth of the country. Before proceeding further, I would like to convey my sincere thanks to the organizing team led by Dr. Chetan Kumar, Mr. Vivek Chaudhary, Mr. Mohit for organizing this event. You know, in the wake of COVID-19, this seems to be very important to upgrade the existing knowledge of our own PET and the coaches. And I also want to give my gratitude to my senior Dr. Piyush Jain ji, Secretary PEFI, and entire team member of the Physical Education Foundation of India Fraternity, who are working very hard to spreading the real essence of physical education in the society. Now let's begin my presentation. Well, friend, there is no doubt that the history of sports in India is old as its culture. The origin of sports in India can be traced back to the Vedic periods from our Vedic Kals. Sports like chess, badminton, Saap Sidi, snake and ladders, gilli danda, kabaddi, kho-kho, kancha, these are very our own indigenous games, and Ludo have derived by we Indians and been further modernized by the countries who adopted them as a recreational part of playing. So here you can see India, which is the second largest country by population, has struggled to win medals at the Olympics since the year 1900. Why? Lots of reasons are associated with these tallies. You can say majority of, let's say, support, facilities, our own motivation, lots of issues are there. But physical education, lack of attention on our physical education subject could be the major cause for this tally. And recently UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, in 2014, they have revealed one report, and this report states that around fifth of countries, PET does not enjoy the same status as other subject teachers. In some countries, there is an element of ambivalence in physical education teachers' status. In some other countries, it is an issue of identity and the inequality. So these are the very important types of issues which we need to address in this present time. And sports development process at any level is required 5 important kind of things, 5 important issues, or you can say the tools. The first one is determination, then the communication, coordination, relation, and the attention. Attention of the physical education, of the physical education teachers, because everyone knows the physical education teachers are struggling very hard to get the recognition and get the actual status of actually what they belongs. Lots of issues are there. Somehow we people are not able to execute the right kind of things, and somehow school managements are not able, they don't want to understand our own limit, our own benefits, importance in schools. So lots of issues are there. So here I just want to introduce one psychoeducational model which has been conceptualized by John C. Halstead, faculty member in the Department of Psychology in 1987. So recently I'm working on one sports development project. So I found it very suitable in this, in particular in our country, where we have a less attention, less attitudes toward the physical education and the sports education. You can say the lack of parental support is the major barrier to school sports participation for the students. Lack of parental support. A simple example of this particular model would be, if two friends, let's say if two friends are disagreeing with one another, they will often talk about the disagreement with a third person rather than try to resolve it with each other. So this is the common problems what we are facing, and this is the psychoeducational model. So we are facing these kind of issues in our day-to-day life. So what the third person will do? Suddenly the third person will feel caught in the middle. Similarly, if two people are over involved with one another, they will disagree or have a conflict with the third person. So having a mutual enemy keeps their over involvement relationship is always stable. So please always try to understand. Here I just want to, this triangle contains 3 sides, and one side belongs to the coach. Here I am also including the physical education teacher, the top, the coach and the physical education teacher. Another side, student athlete itself, and the next side, the parents, or you can say the guardian. So how this model actually works, the triangular model works. It helps to create and maintain the triangle personal and professional relationship within student, parents, and the coach or the physical education teachers. You can I think the majority of the attendees are belongs to the physical education profession. You can see while in parents teacher meeting, nobody want to meet the physical education teachers of their students. Every parents want to meet only math teacher, science teacher, English teacher, or Hindi teacher. But nobody wants to meet the physical education teachers because they are not paying serious attention on it, this subject. As I mentioned earlier, the reason could be so many. You can say that lots of reasons are associated with this particular issue. So what exactly you want to improve? You want to communicate with parents. As a physical education teacher, as a coach, you all need to communicate with the parents, guardians. So maintain the positive relationship, whether it's personally or the professionally. And with this model, coaches can gain increased level of support and greater understanding of the schools. If you are implementing this kind of model, then definitely your school will be in a position to support you, support your all the endeavors. And it also highlight and educate parents, even the players, on their roles and the responsibilities. Because every domain has its own kind of roles and the responsibilities, whether the parents, guardian, student athletes, coach, or the physical education teachers. And it also decreases the risk of issues or concerns to arise, because if you are communicating with each other, then definitely the chances of conflict will be reduced. And it also improves the child's level of enjoyment and sporting experience, because you are communicating with each other, you are providing them whatever they actually want. Majority of the student athlete, they actually want the personal attention from their coaches, from their physical education teachers. And this model is also very helpful to create social and athletic development, social cohesion in terms of all the stakeholders, parents, coach, and the student athlete. And lastly, the most important benefit of this particular model is open communication between all, everyone on the same line of direction. You can communicate, a student can also communicate with his parents, and he or she can also communicate with the coach also. So majority of the you people are finding, because you are responsible to provide coaching, physical education classes. So I'm sure that based off your good number of years of experiences, now you are able to find out the types of parents. Most importantly, in the sports scenario, we are having 3 types of parents: under involved, over involved, and the moderate type of parents. You can see, you can check your own students parents attitude. Someone is involving very wholeheartedly, that should come under the category of over involved. Some is less involved, under involved, and some is so okay, theek hai, whatever you are doing, it's good for us. If you are not doing something, okay, we can manage it. So these particularly types come under the moderate kind of things. So I want to highlight some of the characteristic of under-involved parents. Basically, lack of emotional parents. Financially, they are not sound. Functional investment, they don't want to make on their children's. lack of attendance at games or events, a minimum financial investment in equipment, even the important type of equipment, they are not going to provide their children's, and minimum interest in conferences, tours, sports type of tours. So this is the characteristic of under-involvement parents. And the moderate levels of involvement are characterized by firm parental direction, but with enough flexibility so that the young athlete is allowed significant involvement in decision making. Yes, the parents are supportive, but ultimate decision about participation and levels of achievements are made by the athlete. They depend upon their children's attitude. Whatever they say, they will accept it. And parents of these types are interested in feedback from the coach and about their children's skill development. Although they are not taking part very passively, but they are keen to know about the performance of their child. Somehow they can set realistic goals for their children, and they support the children's participation financially without being excessive. In fact, they are providing some equipments to their children's. Not the basic one, even the advanced one, they are ready to provide them. Now let's discuss the over-involved parents. These type of parents have an excessive amount of involvement in athletic success of their children. You can see now majority of the parents are taking keen interest in the sports activities, because now majority of the things have been changed. Now lots of job opportunities are there. Majority of the corporate leaders are providing jobs, and the HR peoples are what they are seeking. They are seeking all-round development employee for their companies. So now scenario has been little bit changed. So these kind of parents, they have a need that is satisfied through their children's participation. The basic need is the participation, or in fact the bring the laurel for them could be the another basic need of these type of parents. They have a hidden type of agenda, hoping the children's success will provide later opportunities in education or career, or somehow they may get fame, TV interviews, newspaper interviews. So many kind of things are associated, and they are not able to separate their wishes and somehow the fantasies and needs from those of their children. Over-involved parents are characterized by excessive attendance. You can find they are coming regularly, whether the competition would be practice, competition would be major, and competition would be main. They are keep coming regularly to watch the performance of their children's. And they often, what they are doing, they are just standing next to the coaches or the physical education teachers, because they are same, they are having a same kind of feeling, what feeling you people are having for your students. Somehow they are, sometimes these kind of over-involvement parents creates disagreement or conflict with the officials and hot talks with the officials. So this is the characteristic of this kind of over-involvement of parents. And the best example, let's say, for this type of parents is Ace Shetler's Saina Nehwal's fathers. Because of her career, he has intentionally taken his transfer from Haryana to Hyderabad, because there was no best support badminton coaching available during those days in Haryana. And you can see everywhere, wherever she goes, you can find next to her father. So these are the basic characteristics of over involvement parents. This is the model, this is the triangular model which has given by the scientist in 1987. You can see three figures are there, and they are what they are trying to show, trying to understand us the characteristic of moderate, over involvement, and the under involvement type of parents. So you can check as a coach, as a physical education teacher, you can have the same kind of model in your notebook, in your teaching plan, lesson plan, so that you can judge your students, judge their parents' attitudes also. The model is very simple. You don't need to have, you don't need to have much of attention on it. It is very simple model. So altogether, triangular model is there. The first one is the characteristic of moderately involving parents. Second one is the over involvement parents. And the third one is also the over involvement parents. Many times you can see the conflict between parents and the coaches. So the third one is showing the conflict, broken line. So you can have this kind of model. Now, coach and the PET's contribution in the society. एक आर्टिकल मैंने लिखा था एक न्यूज़पेपर के लिए, देश की खेल सफलता के असली नायक शारीरिक शिक्षा के अध्यापक. You know, the PETs and the coaches are the real heroes of the country's sporting success. As it is evident from the biographies of many famous players that the physical education teachers and the coaches were instrumental in reaching them to the point of success. According to an old proverb, पूत के पैर पालने में ही दिख जाते हैं. In the same way, the early sports talent is also identified initially by the physical education teacher, effective physical education teacher, and the coach, trainers also. If you find a talented child like Mahendra Singh Dhoni, PT Usha, and Hima Das, then of course, with your skills and your scientific knowledge, the teacher, the coach can present that child as a sports heritage of the country. Just as Johari enhanced the beauty of the diamond through his hard work. So you can do these kind of things. See, MS Dhoni has given his all the credit to his success, to his coach, PT Usha. Every time she recognized her physical education teacher, the same way Hima Das is also acknowledging her physical education teacher contribution and the suggestion at the very right level. So it's your responsibility and it's your qualities, how you can bring the laurels for your country. Somehow, lots of issues are associated, lots of issues like the financial support. Somehow the schools management, they don't want to provide you facilities. In fact, the basic 1 hour period for the physical education classes recommended by the World Health Organizations. But the thing is, anyhow you can to do, you have to do. How you can do, it's up to you. It's up to your human intelligence ability. So I'm sure that you all people will be having a good sense of knowledge and you can contribute in such a way. You know, key attributes for the extraordinary physical education teacher and the coach. There are two types of things. One is the ordinary teacher or ordinary coach, and the second one is extraordinary coach. The basic difference between these two terms, between two types, is the word extra. What extra you can do and how you can do some extra kind of works. Like the very important kind of things, whichever is best depicted in this model athletic triangle, the communication. Connect scientifically. Try to connect with the parents very scientifically. Why physical education and why physical activities are important for your children's. And the perfection in your personality, so that you can demonstrate your role in a very perfectly manner. Physical education teachers. As I mentioned earlier, we people are struggling to get a proper recognition. But anyhow, now you can see you can improve your qualities, characteristics, so that you can perform better. And manipulation to develop interest. You don't have a football, you don't have a bat, you don't have a play field. How you can develop the interest? It's up to you. Like majority of the time, I am keep watching the Joint Secretary Dr. Chetan Kumar initiatives. Whatever he has introduced, whatever he is doing for his students is really commendable. He every time he's here just use his brain and provide some sort of improvised and the manipulative kind of activities, and his students are taking serious interest on all the activities. And improvisation, create your own facilities. You don't have a cone, you don't have a chalk powder, you don't have a stopwatch and plenty of the things, you don't have a basketball court. How you can create the facilities? It's up to you. Although I can understand it would be very difficult for us to create a facilities, but through our communication we can have the facilities. You can talk to the government officials, you can talk to the clubs, you can talk to the even other school management to provide, to get their school facilities for your children. So this kind of improvisation you can use. And digitization, in the wake of COVID-19, whatever we are now connecting is because of this virtual platform. Digitization, connect lesson with the technology. So keep focus on that digitization. Now onwards, let me tell you, the situation will be, nobody knows when the situation will be cleared. Lockdown, nobody knows. We can predict, okay, it will be lifted soon, it will be lifted on this month, but the actual is nobody knows. How you can provide the physical activity classes and the physical education classes to your students? Through this mode, digitally, you can provide virtual classrooms. Lots of scientific researchers, academic researchers, physical education researchers are doing good research on particular this kind of issues, how you can impart the physical activities. Although let me tell you, it would be very difficult to impart practical, and it would be also very difficult to assess the practical assessment, but you can share your theoretical knowledge with your students. And the last one is execution, how you can execute the things for the social impact, to create an awareness or to increase the attitude, positive attitudes towards the physical education. How you can do? So in this competitive world, let me tell you very honestly, in this competitive world, you have to be equipped with these qualities to serve you best in the society. Now parents are also expecting some innovations from our side. So you have to be very clever and you have to be very tech savvy, how you can impart the things. See, these are the strategies to convince, motivate parents. These particular strategies have given by the author itself. So almost in every situation, the athlete, coach, and parents is different. But the importance is cohesiveness, social cohesiveness within the athletic triangle, and its effect on athletic success, which is the first and the last objective of this triangle. Athletic success, the development of the athletics, sporting success. And this will involve information about values regarding skill development and versus emphasize on winning, sportsmanship, playing time for the team players, and parental behavior at events and the games. As a coach, as a physical education teacher, it's your responsibility to control all the parents, same as with the children's. because over involved parents somehow they may create hassles. They may create some unpredictable kind of things. They are just shouting on the opponents, officials, and other team coaches. So these parents will respect examples of feedback such as your daughter has great natural ability. As a coach, what you can do, just provide them a honest feedback. Like, your daughter is very good. She needs to work more on her mental attitude. Game wise, she's good, but you have to work on her mental practice. It means the sports psychology, so that she will learn how she can deal with the mental challenges, mental attitude toward the game and the opponent. And however, somehow your son needs to be improve his leg strength. So I would suggest, please go on the weight program for your students, for your children. So these kind of honest feedback you can give to them. Then only the communication will be in a positive manner. Positive communication and the passive two-way communication will be there if you are doing the same kind of thing. And please do not tell them their child has a potential to be a great athlete. When the child does not help them steer the child in a direction that is his or her performance could be suffered. So what you can do in an attempt to get the proper execution, just provide them a positive and realistic goals. Don't hypothesize the goals. Don't make it lofty aspirations. What you can do, just, yes, she is doing good, he is doing good. What you need to do, just need to simple, you need to pay some little bit attention on these issues. And in an attempt to get the data of parents attitudes toward the coaches and the physical education teacher performance, I have conducted a small survey on 50 parents, for over involvement parents of Delhi and NCR. The outcomes were okay, apart from the financial burden. The majority of them were very unhappy about the unnecessary recommendation by the coaches or the physical education teachers to buy some expensive items for their children. So please try to avoid it. Now, parents are more smart than us. They are also finding ways in a Google, or so many, they are practicing so many kind of things. They are accessing the so many websites, coaching websites also. So don't try to make them fool. Just try to give them a honest feedback. And this is somehow the recommendation. When you go through this model, you can find the this kind of recommendation which has given by the author. Please focus on long-term and short-term sports development plan, and it should be realistic. Don't go with the hypothesized model. Just make very short and simple goal. Long-term goal for your what you can say, for your tremendous performance, like who is performing well. So you can make a long-term goal for particular student and short-term sports development goal for the mediocre type of students. And coach parent relationship, which is all about the athletic triangle: meeting, follow-up, meeting. Successful coaches must keep in mind the importance of the beginning of the season meeting. Physical education teacher, so you have to encourage parents to come and meet you for the development and to know the actual status of their child. So this is the only step where we can inculcate the sports culture to the trainees. Concerning the real world setting, coach and even player should make a realistic approach. As I mentioned earlier, make a realistic approach. Lots of hurdles you can find during this journey, so many kind of hurdles. Who knows, your student will change the school. Who knows, he may change the sports. So please just start with the short term and then the long term development plan for them. And apart from declaring the winning 20 to 30 medals for whole career, be realistic. There is an actual need to prepare models, strategies for the realization of the dreams, and the number of medals will automatically increase. Be honest all the time. As a coach, as a physical education teacher, then only parents and the guardians can rely on your attitude. So long-term investment particularly should be arranged for sustainability. Sustainability, keeping in your mind about the facilities in your schools, what facilities, what improvisation you can create for the students, and what kind of other extra supports you can get it from the society. Like so many federations are now sponsoring some students, some athlete who are doing very well in the sports particularly, and by declaring unrealistic vision may provide an obstacle to converting dreams into reality. So please keep focus on honesty. Everyone knows, every parents know the pros and cons of their children's, right? So this is the actually project medal which I have conceptualized in 2014. It was all about my research project. Same with this athletic triangle, you can execute this project medal. So this is all about an approach to bring sports laurel. Here you can see motivation, exercise, determination, aspiration, and the linkage with the employment. Because at the end of the day, what everyone wants to know, what you earn and from where you earn. So it is always better to link your all the policies, your all the training practices, training models with the employment. So based on my sincere investigation, I have developed this model. And I'm sure when you are using this model along with the athletic triangle, so you can find some positive results for your schools, like motivation. Let just I'm now discussing one by one the motivation. I'm not going in detail what exactly the motivation is, because as a physical education teacher, coach, you are knowing very well. So motivation is the only medicine, I must say the best medicine, that can be given by the physical education teachers or coach during the coaching time. Sometimes motivation works as a Sanjeevani booty. So constant motivation is required to attain predefined goals, which has been created by you with the consultation of athlete and the parents. And ways of motivation may be different and also depends upon the needs of an individual. Whether intrinsic motivation, extrinsic motivation, even the emotivation, ways may be different. It's your art how you can motivate the students. And the exercise means regularity. And motivation is a process, as I mentioned, that it is a kind of medicine, or this is a vitamins. So it needs continuity. You can give to your students in a very frequent manner. And exercise means regularity, the right concept of training, economy of the movement. Required workout in the right direction is an essential characteristics of an individual player. Players are involved in heavy workout sometime and doing the wrong practices, which sometimes kills their efficiency and effort go to the negative direction. So please check all the time regularity exercise. If it happens regularly, then no results can be produced. And what you will find? Drop up. You will find the dropouts, number of dropouts, right? So please check all the time the regularity of your students. Regularity in so many kind of things. There are lots of scientific principles of sports training. The very important is principle of continuity. So keep continue. And the third one is determination. Focus on the single aim. One goal, only one goal has to be set at one time. Don't go with the lofty aspirations. Repeatedly changing in coaches and even the physical education teacher become a regularly tendency of the sports field. In school, you can see reasons are so many reasons are there, but every sessions students are finding new physical education teachers, new coaches. Reasons could be so many. So strong determination automatically comes when the full support will be provided to the players, students. A self-made aim, a self-made goal can be achieved with a strong determination of an individual. When you are preparing when you are determining the goals, so please involve parents as well as the students. Then only you can create a achievable goal. And it is highly recommended to bring sports laurels. And determination must come from the both parties, as I mentioned, trainer and the trainees. So what you can do, you can consult with their parents also. We are planning for this kind of tournament, national tournament, SGFI kind of tournament. So you can create your own benchmark. You can set your own hurdles, right? And the aspiration. Once the legendary shooter Abhinav Bindra has said, India needs to first define its sporting aspiration. You know, he was the only individual gold medalist in the Olympic Games. So the pressure of the aspiration comes in different sides like coaches, peer group, parents, managers, school management, other teachers, and the peer groups also. So the participation of your in this particular aspiration journey, the participation future level of aspiration is affected somewhat of his previous performance. So what you can do, you need to have the past, present, and projected performance of your athlete. Then only this particular model will work. And aspiration should be kept in a limit as per our capability. It is a prime duty of the concern to provide possible supports to elevate the level of aspiration of an athlete. Simple and smart aspiration, simple type of goals, smart goals, right? Which is achievable. And the last one is the linkage with the employment. You know, it is very unfortunate to see that sports field has witnessed continuous dropouts at every level. In fact, you can see in schools also due to so many reasons. And one of the major reasons is a lack of employment opportunity or sustainable livelihood throughout this career. If you're opting it as a career. पढ़ोगे लिखोगे तो बनोगे नवाब, खेलोगे कूदोगे तो बनोगे खराब. हालांकि अभी एक नई MS धोनी की एक पिक्चर आई थी, उसमें इस गाने को बदल दिया था, बट अभी भी हालत वही है. अभी मैंने एक रिसर्च वर्क किया है इंडिया में, एटीट्यूड्स टुवर्ड्स द फिजिकल एजुकेशन of just I want to check the students' attitudes towards the physical education. So the outcome is very alarming for all of us. So please try to motivate your students and always link. You can provide them so many models like the CSR model, right? So it has regularly come to our notice that so many sports laurels, medal winners are pushed to work as vegetable seller. सब्जी बेच रहा है, गोलगप्पे का ठेला लगा रहा है, रिक्शा चला रहा है, और कई अन्य प्रकार के काम कर रहा है. So this may be recorded as one of the major reasons to see the dropout of good talents. Talents are everywhere. We Indians are having a ample amount of talents, right? It's our art and it's a duty of our human intelligence how we can make it, how we can convert it, right, from raw to the solid one. So this particularly evidence clearly shows that due of fewer employment opportunities, particularly in sports arena, this is the main cause of the dropouts. I'm very sorry to say, but this is the actual reasons why you can see the number of dropouts in sports. Why parents are not taking interest in sports activities because of the linkage. At the end of the day, as I mentioned earlier, everybody wants to know what you earn, क्या कमाते हो और कहाँ से कमाते हो, from where you earn, right? So this is the actually model particularly which I have conceptualized, and I have implemented this model in my previous organization in India, and I found it very relative, very significant. Because of this particular model, I have achieved 44 silver medals and 46 gold medals in 6 years. During my 6 year of journey as a sports officer, I have always implemented this model to my students. So this is your art and this is your importance, how you can create your own importance, right? So these kind, and let me tell you, this type of model, you can create your own model, right? You don't need to rely on other model like this project model, athletic triangle. You can create your own model. Just try to focus on scholarly activities, like whatever you are doing in field, just try to write down the things, how you are implementing, how you are executing the things. So this is very important for all of us to know how we can make some changes, right? We physical education teachers, we coaches are doing our best, although we are facing so many challenges: no support, financial constraint, lack of budget, lack of parental attitude. But anyhow, we have to cross all the hurdles, right? आप जॉब नहीं छोड़ सकते हो, आप जॉब नहीं छोड़ सकते हो ये कह के कि मेरे पास बजट नहीं है. Anyhow, you have to survive. Then only you can use your improvised model, right? So this is all about the athletic triangle and this project model. Communication is the, in a nutshell, I just want to say the communication is the only thing which can bring so many changes. Like हम सुनते हैं communication gap, conflict arises because of communication gap. So communicate always with the parents and be honest with the parents always, right? So now my presentation is over and I'm ready to take your questions and also ready to sort out the conflict of interest on my presentation, if any. So this is my email ID and the WhatsApp number. If you have a query and if you have any question which I'm not able to address on this platform, you can send it to me directly. Over to you, Dr. Chetan.
Thank you, Dr. Avdesh. Now over to you, Mohit. If there is any question, you can ask to Dr. Avdesh.
Please start my video.
Yes, please.
Sir, please.
I hope, Dr. Chetan, I have finished with a stipulated period of time.
Yes, sir, definitely. Mohit,
Sir,
you can ask the question, no problem.
Sir, please switch on my video.
You have to start the video from your side.
No, sir. I can't. Okay. Yes, sir. First of all, good afternoon, all of you. First question is from Bunty Sirish. Parents are not taking serious. Why?
The reason could be because we are not providing and we are not convincing them. The reason could be like this.
And sorry for interrupt. And what are the factors, sir?
Lots of factors are there. As I mentioned that sometimes we people are making and creating a lofty aspirations. We are committing a false kind of promises to the parents. Yes, I will bring 4 medals, I will bring 5 medals, or I will do this without knowing the actual potential of the students. So be honest all the time. Physical education teachers and the coaches, it's my humble request you to all, please be honest. Sometimes I can understand the pressure on you is from the school managements. Anyhow, you have to bring medal for the, if you want to continue with us, then please bring 2 or 3 medals. Right? Then so many times students and the coaches or the physical education teacher are adopting some malpractices also.
Okay.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you,
Mohit.
sir. Next question is, sir, from Ram Suni. What types of games choose for online classes for primary kids only?
See, right now this is the debatable issues. Worldwide you can say it is a debatable issues, because I have gone through so many papers. Right now I am also facing, because in my next semester I have to teach the softball, basketball and the badminton to my students. But right now I'm not in a position to tell you what exactly you can impart. But yes, you can, for to create an interest, what you can suggest, some indigenous kind of activities like the kho. So many things are available on the internet, right? And what you also can do, some XR gamings to keep them engaged. You can offer XR gamings models also, digital platforms, so that your students engage in somehow physical activities. And let me tell you, majority of the XR gamings are available free. You can download the app also, right? Because you can demonstrate, but it would be very, see, yes, you can have their performance also, you can check through this mode, but it would be very difficult to assess, right? How you can assess, it would be very difficult.
Okay. Sir,
Dr. Avdesh, can you
sir-
stop the sharing of the screen?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Sir, next question from Akash Chauhan, DPSC Siddharth Vihar, Ghaziabad. Sir, how we can virtual training to students if we need?
Virtual training, so many apps are there, like Zoom, right? Google Meet. I came to know that Geo has also started his Geo Meet, right? So you can interact with your students. But as so many yoga classes, yoga instructors are taking their yoga classes, right? And coaches, fitness trainers, gym owners, what they are doing, they are using these kind of platforms like the Zoom, Google Meet. So you also can use this kind of platforms. But as I mentioned earlier, the assessment part would be very difficult. Evaluation in the assessment. And some guidelines should be there. If you are teaching the school students, let's say the primary students, then you have to be very careful. Make sure that some support should be there, some support in terms of their parents and guardians who can take care of them, right? Because you are if you are instructing, okay, do stretch, so it would be difficult for them because nobody is going to watching. So make sure that one support should be there.
Yes, sir. Sir, Abhay Singh Hazari asking a question. What is CR model? CSR model. Sorry.
CSR, this is the
Yes, sir.
corporate social responsibility, right? So many corporates like Tata, Birla, and Reliance Foundation, they are supporting sport at grassroots level. So what you can do, just you need to approach to them, right? You can start communication with them. I know it would be again very difficult to get the fund and get all the facilities, but you can do, right? So CSR model, corporate social responsibility. You can even talk to your local business tycoon, right?
Okay. Sir, one more question from Nidhi Chaturvedi. Because of COVID-19, in today's time, PTR, physical education teachers are being fired. So what we can do in this situation?
बहुत टफ क्वेश्चन है. लेट मी टेल यू वेरी ऑनेस्टली, ये मैं सीधी बात करता हूँ. ये खतरा इंडिया में नहीं है, हर जगह है.
Yes, sir.
So many physical education teachers, even the librarians, even the SUPW teacher, arts teacher, music teachers are losing their jobs, right? So I know, but this is all about the charity, or this is all about the adjustment. School management have to understand the importance of these subjects, right? I know, but मैं पहले बोला कि जब तक आप डिजिटली इक्विप नहीं होगे, so many parents and school managements are expecting that you can impart quality physical education through the virtual mode, through Zoom, through Google Meet. So you should be in a position to deliver the things. Whatever they are expecting, we should be in a position to deliver in a very effective manner.
Thank you, sir. Sir, over to you, Chetan, sir.
Thank you, Mohit. And first of all, very, very thank you, Dr. Avdesh Kumar Shirotia, sir. I think that many of the teachers, physical education teachers and coaches, and even the management, if they are watching and listening your lecture, they might be get some advantage of that. For the participants who are watching this faculty development program, we have the one Google form link in our comment box in the Facebook. So you all have to give your attendance in that feedback form, and that feedback form is valid from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. only for the 1 hour, because this is the beauty and the transparency of our FDP. So you all have to properly write your name, email ID in that Google form. So before that, leaving you all, there is a one quote in my mind is coming, मिल ही जाएगी मंजिल भटकते भटकते, गुमराह तो वो हैं जो घर से निकले ही नहीं. इसी के साथ मैं अपनी कलीग श्री पद्मनी चेना प्रगाडा, who is born and raised from the South Indian city of Hyderabad, done his doctoral candidate in Texas Woman University Adapted Physical Education Activity Program at Denton, Texas, USA. She also holds a Master of Science in Kinesiology and Bachelor's of Physiotherapy from Dr. Nathrus in India. The goal of her doctoral research is to identify the barriers, including the healthcare and educational, that are affecting sports or physical activity opportunities for the persons with disabilities. Padmani sports the Indian Wheelchair Tennis Tour as Astha initiative that works for the development of wheelchair tennis in India. Currently, she is working as a US Paralympics classified trainer for track and field. So I would like to invite again Shri Padmani Chenapragada to say the vote of thanks for the today's session. Over to you, Padmani.
Thank you, Dr. Chetan. Before I go ahead and thank Dr. Avdesh for his wonderful presentation today.
Open your video, Padmani.
All right. So before I go ahead and thank Avdesh, Dr. Avdesh for his presentation today, I would like to thank every person who's attended this presentation today online, and all the audience who have patiently sat through the entire presentation. And coming to what Dr. Avdesh has presented here today, I think this is a good culmination of multiple topics that physical education teachers and coaches must focus on in India to advance their careers and to also enhance the quality of their services to students. And I think he has touched upon topics like emphasis of developing 21st century skills in PE teachers and coaches. And he has also talked about the need for social cohesiveness among the members involved in the athletic triangle, you know, the parents, coaches and teachers and the athletes. Then he's also spoken about the strategies to cope strategies to engage parents in the dialogue process. You know how all these three members can work togetherly for success. So I would really like to thank Dr. Avdesh for preparing such a wonderful presentation. And I would also like to thank the PEFI leadership, especially Dr. Piyush Jain and Dr. Chetan Kumar, Mr. Vivek Chaudhary and Mr. Mohit Kumar, who has taken the lead to create this program. I think this is a wonderful opportunity where this series is engaging people in a direct dialogue, and also that Dr. Chetan Kumar's request of all the attendees engaging with the Google form and providing their details, so that these kinds of workshops, once we move past the COVID era, we would be able to do more of in-person training, in-service training, which PEFI would love to lead. And and I thank you for this opportunity, Dr. Chetan and Dr. Piyush Jain, for allowing me to deliver the vote of thanks. Just a small correction: I don't work with the US OPC, so I just thought I should just clarify that. I'm still a trainee with them.
Okay.
But yes, I think PEFI is doing a wonderful job, and with the support of faculty members like Dr. Avdesh and Dr. Jain and Dr. Kumar, we would love to do more sessions like this in the future. Thank you.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely. Thank you, everyone. And please go to the Google form and give your attendance. And this form is valid till 1 hour. Thank you all.